Hello everybody and welcome back to Molten Crater? Why are we back here again? Well, in case you have forgotten, we have not 100% completed this level yet, and it is the only actual level in Sunrise Spring that we have not 100% completed yet. But seeing as how in the last episode we unlocked Sergeant Bird, well, now this door is suddenly open to us.
I'm just off to the Tiki Lodge for some R&R.
Yeah, rest and relaxation, you wish. 2 eggs for us in here and several gems. So let's get started off by collecting some of those. So the main mission in here is that there are 5 of the stone men, I forget their actual name, standing around here without their heads. Yeah, you can see that? You can see that? So we need to get their heads back to them, which is somewhat complicated, but not that bad. But also, there's just an egg hidden here in the wall, so let's just go pick that up before we forget. And we have rescued Luna. Let us continue forward, shall we? Yeah, so if you'll notice, there are birds patrolling around here, but unlike most enemies in the Spyro series, they respawn just about instantly. So if you're going to kill them for any reason to get by, to slip a head out, because obviously if they hit you, you'll drop the head and it will fall into the lava and probably really hurt, but it will somehow regenerate at the same spot you left it. But anyway, yeah. So if you want to take out the birds, which is a strategy, not necessarily a good one, not necessarily a bad one, but they respawn very quickly. So if you're going to do that, yeah, just be careful. I'm going to leave that one there for last. Not that there's any particular reason, just because I want to do the easy one last. I want to save the easiest for last, silly fools. Silly fools. But yes, so we are going to go, well, I mean, do that 4 more times. Not that bad. There's flamey things everywhere. Obviously, if you get hit by one of them, they'll make you drop the head. And yeah, it's a don't get hit. Put the heads back on. Headless things. I don't know. With the little rock riff. Yeah, it's not even really a riff, it's more of a note. But yeah, let's no matter. Let's continue on. Let's just gather us some gems and some heads. Gems and heads, perfect. That's what I wanted in life. Thank you, game. How'd you know? If you couldn't tell, I don't really care that much about this mission. It's It's not the worst. Could be better. Dropped a gem them there. Actually, I didn't drop it. I just didn't pick it up. Anyway, we have 3 of them now. A whopping 3 of them. So let's go focus on and continue to get a last one, shall we? Shall we? Because, well, the last one, well, the actual last one, as I mentioned, is actually just out there because, well, I was lazy. And as you can see, 400 out of 400 points. Oh, boy. That's like all of the points. Yeah, we've got everything. So let us just put this guy's head on him and then do one more head and be done with him. I decided not to do that one there because I was just going to do the easy one, I think. Is that what I did? I honestly don't even remember. Yeah, that's what I did. There's an easy one down there. It's like, I'm going to do the hard one with all the birds flying around them when I got the respawn point for the head right there, just in case I screw up. And yeah, as you can see here, I'm going to shoot one of the birds out of the sky. Actually, both of the birds out of the sky, correction. And go do it.
Take this egg as a
And yeah,
sign
they're already respawning, which might have just been because the cutscene played. But yes, we get ourselves an egg. Another egg.
Well,
Ryan.
never happened before. I
Yeah,
hope it's
yeah,
not a
yeah.
bad omen.
If I had $1. Anyway, 6 out of 6. And level complete. But that's a short episode, right? It's only been, what, like 5 minutes? Well, yeah, that's because, well, we're not done here yet. There was one other thing. If you recall back to all the way in the very first part, there was a sign that told us we could come back later, and, well, it is now later. Later enough for that sign to be not just a sign anymore, but actually a thing. Level complete. I know that, but what about here?
Spyro, I found an egg, but
Yes,
all the sparks will be
Zoe is here to
a small hole that leads to a crawdad farm.
show us
Contagion
holes.
is ready.
No comments. Anyway, we are going to head over to the crawdad farm because, well, that is fairly important because, well, Sparks is the same size as a crawdad, and
I should give you some
I actually really like these levels. Sparks is kind of my favorite of the animal buddies, as weird as that might sound. But yeah, so Sparks is it's a top-down shooter. I mean that's about it. It's pretty fun. Not even gonna lie. It can be frustrating at times, but this is pretty decent. It's not terrible. It's pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with it. Anyway, yes, we get one more complicated move here, and then I think, is that it? No, it is not. We get to do one more thing. But if you hold down the buttons, you can, like, strafe. And as long as you don't hit the other wrong button, you can actually fire away. Again, no limits on this right now. Sparks can shoot infinitely. Until you get to something like this. This is a... Okay, fine. You can explain it for me if you so desire. You push the X and you fire like cray cray. Got it? Got it. It's that simple. And I'm bad at this, but forget it. It's fine. Yeah, so we get another refill there, but it's not like it matters because we can't take all this to the actual level anyway. And speaking of the actual level anyway, what do you say we get started with the actual level anyway? Yep, that was just a little tutorial stage, and now we're on to the actual level. So we have some gems in here. I think there's like 400 gems. Nothing really hidden. They're just kind of out and about. Not too bad. I mean, look, is that a 25er right there? Looks like it. Yeah, it certainly is. Oh boy. Yeah, so don't worry about this. This one at least is pretty simple. I don't even think I died at all on this. Now that is not going to happen with the later ones. I guarantee it. But yeah. So there's a couple of different types of the power-up butterflies, which are accessed by pressing X instead of the circle button, which is used to fire, and the square, which is used to charge. Don't be like me. Learn the controls to your own game. Also, Sparks cannot help you pick up the gems in this level because, well, you are Sparks. As per usual, those butterflies are health, so it's probably good to save them until you actually get hurt. And by the way, speaking of health, Sparks is not on your usual 3-hit type of deal. Sparks can take 2 hits per color turn. A whopping 2. Also, you cannot bother with that box, so there's no point in trying to bother with the box yet. But yeah, so as I was starting to say, we have 3 different types of the, I think it's 3, of the magic butterflies that we can get to actually help you out here. So we've seen this one right here, which is like the launch a ton of rockets at things. The other one, which I believe we're getting one of here in just a few seconds once I get off my butt and actually get down there to go to the next checkpoint. Which, by the way, basically every time you clear one of these rooms, there's a checkpoint. Just in case you were worried for whatever reason, you get checkpointed fairly frequently, so don't worry about that. But anyway, we have gathered a key, we have gathered another thing. Oh no, wait, this was just another one of the giant explodey power-ups. But there's another power-up coming up here in a little bit, and I can kind of tell where I use it because of the giant clips on my audio gain meter, because it is loud as all get out. It is loud. This one is a rocket, and when you fire it, which we will see here. Oh no, that one wasn't that loud. Are those not the loud ones? One of them is really loud, that, or I really actually succeeded in editing them and had my volume low enough that it's not murdering my eardrums out. Anyway, we've got another one here. This one's the shield. It does not actually take the place of your other power-up, unlike the other power-ups. If you do not finish using a power-up, you will replace it. But the shield allows you basically just to run into everything and just destroy it instantly, which is a good thing because, well, this is easy. Because all you gotta do then is this. And by the way, that box just unearthed all of the other boxes in the outside part of the level as well. So our travels outside there will be made significantly easier, I would say. But other than that, well, we have gathered the next key, so there's no point in staying here. Let us, wait, except for this gem, let us move forward after picking up more. No, this is the flaming. This is the thing that when you do that, they're really freaking loud. Watch your ears. Yeah, sorry about that. But it's loud. It's that way in the game. So I'm not sure why they made it that loud, but yes, it's that loud to the point where it's legitimately clipping on the recording. So there's really nothing I can do. That's actually the level the game is outputting at. Sorry for your ears. Anyway, we're on to the last door here. That's right. We are already almost done with this. These aren't usually very long levels unless you start screwing up, in which case they become infinitely longer. Oh, and I did talk about the sparks having a slightly unlimited health thing. Well, not unlimited, but like extra hits. Because you can take a couple of hits. Now we're full now, but you'll notice that we did take a hit a while back there, and we did go down from, well, full to like one step under full on the bar, but Sparks was still glowing with health. Anyway, we have reached a giant crawdad. Now the crawdad here is actually really easy. All you really need to do is hold your L1 or R1 buttons and strafe away. As long as you're hitting them with a couple and you're dodging all the things, you're fine. It's pretty darn simple. As you can tell, we have worn away his claws, which is causing him to start shooting rockets at us. You might have to get a little closer than I was. If you want to just do back and forth, it's a chance to get more hits in, but also you get more hit yourself more frequently. Now, the crawdad will start launching flames at you, and as you will notice there, we took 2 hits, and now we're only at the medium stage of health. Whew, that was a quick battle. Not even time to explain all of it, but that's okay. What do I care about explaining everything anyway? Let's go pick up the last 5 gems here and get out. Shall we? 200 out of 200. Where is it? Level complete. The adventure continues.
Nice work, Sparks. You've beaten the Crawdad King and found the lost egg. Not only that, but some of the dragon magic seems to have rubbed off on you. Now you can pick up gems when they're even further away from Spyro.
Level complete.